ACCUPLACER QAS sample questions. Question 1. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a campus bookstore, a learner completes a method minus selection task. Evaluate 2 to the power of 4th. Option A, 8. Option B, 6. Option C, 14. Option D, 16. The correct answer is option D, 16. An exponent indicates repeated multiplication of the base. Multiply the base by itself the stated number of times. Multiplying the base by the exponent treats the notation as a coefficient instead of a power. Question 2. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a small bakery, a learner completes an error minus analysis task. Evaluate x caret 3 minus 2y when x equals 4 and y equals 5. Option A, 54. Option B, 2. Option C, 57. Option D, minus 216. The correct answer is option A, 54. Substitute both variable values, using parentheses for any negative input. Evaluate the power and multiplication before subtraction. Treating the exponent as a coefficient does not follow exponent notation. Question 3. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a tutoring center, a learner completes a concept minus comparison task, which factored form is equivalent to 8x plus 16. Option A, 8x plus 2. Option B, x 10. Option C, 16x plus 1. Option D, 8x plus 2. The correct answer is option D, 8x plus 2. Identify the greatest common factor shared by both terms. Place that factor outside parentheses and divide each term by it for the inside expression. The factored form must expand back to both original terms. Stressed about your ACCUPLACER? We can take ACCUPLACER for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done. Question 4. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a community garden, a learner completes a calculation check. A rectangle has width 6 and perimeter 38. What is its length? Option A, 26. Option B, 13. Option C, 25. Option D, 3.17. The correct answer is option B, 13. Use the perimeter relationship P equals 2, length plus width. Divide the perimeter by 2 and subtract the known width. Subtracting the width before having fails to account for both pairs of sides. Question 5. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a construction crew, a learner completes a reasoning check. Solve 7x plus 3, 66. Option A, x less than 9. Option B, x less than 10. Option C, x greater than 9. Option D, x less than 63. The correct answer is option A, x less than 9. Remove the constant and divide by the positive coefficient just as with an equation. The inequality direction stays unchanged because division is by a positive number. Reversing the symbol is required only when multiplying or dividing by a negative value. Question 6. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a medical clinic, a learner completes a definition minus in minus context task. What is the slope of y equals 2x plus 2? Option A, minus 2. Option B, 2. Option C, 4. Option D, 101. The correct answer is option B, 2. Slope minus intercept form is y equals mx plus b. The coefficient multiplying x is the slope, while the constant is the y minus intercept. The intercept does not describe the rate of change. Question 7. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a delivery company, a learner completes an application task. Table x equals 0, 1, 2, 3, y equals minus 4, 0, 4, 8. What is the initial value? Option A, 4. Option B, minus 4. Option C, 8. Option D is 0. The correct answer is option B, minus 4. The initial value of a linear relationship is the output when the input is 0. Read the y minus value paired with x equals 0. The first difference describes rate rather than starting value. Question 8. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at an online retailer, a learner completes a strategy minus selection task. Which method is especially efficient when one equation is already solved for a variable? Option A, guessing. Option B, rounding. Option C, finding a common denominator only. Option D, substitution. The correct answer is option D, substitution. Substitution replaces the isolated variable with its equivalent expression in the other equation. This converts the system into one equation with one unknown. Guessing does not guarantee an exact solution. Are you looking for ACCUPLACER actual questions? Visit our website pokerexams.com to access ACCUPLACER study guide with actual questions and answers. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to get ACCUPLACER answer key today. Question 9. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a phone service plan, a learner completes a representation check. If g, t, equals t caret 2 plus 0, what is g? 8. Option A, 16. Option B, 101. Option C, 64. Option D, 102. The correct answer is option C, 64. Substitute the input for every occurrence of the function variable. Square the substituted value before adding the constant. Multiplying the input by 2 treats the exponent as a coefficient. Question 10. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a science laboratory, a learner completes a final minus verification task. What is the probability of a certain event? Option A, 0. Option B, 1. Option C, 1/2. Option D, it must be greater than 1. The correct answer is option B, 1. A certain event includes every outcome in the sample space. The number of favorable outcomes equals the total, so the ratio is 1. Valid probabilities cannot exceed 1. Question 11. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a public library, a learner completes a reverse minus reasoning task. An independent event has probability 1/2 on each of 2 trials. What is the probability it occurs at least once? Option A, 3/4. Option B, 1/4. Option C, 1. Option D, 101. The correct answer is option A, 3/4. Use the complement of getting no successes. Find the probability of failure on both independent trials and subtract that product from 1. Adding success probabilities can exceed 1 and double minus counts 2 minus success outcomes. Question 12. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a museum exhibit, a learner completes a modeling task. What is the median of 10, 9, 8, 3, 21, 2, 26? Option A, 11.29. Option B, 24. Option C, 9. Option D, 26. The correct answer is option C, 9. Arrange the data from least to greatest before locating the center. With an odd number of values, the median is the single middle observation. Using the original order can select the wrong value. Question 13. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a school fundraiser, a learner completes a unit minus analysis task. A scatterplot rises from lower left to upper right. Which association does it show? Option A, negative association. Option B, positive association. Option C, no association. Option D, a vertical line only. The correct answer is option B, positive association. As the explanatory variable increases, the response variable also tends to increase. This upward pattern indicates positive association. A downward pattern would indicate negative association. Question 14. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a recycling program, a learner completes a boundary minus case check. What is the area of a square with side length 13 units? Option A, 52. Option B, 26. Option C, 169. Option D, 2197. The correct answer is option C, 169. A square is a rectangle with equal length and width. Multiply the side length by itself. Multiplying by 4 gives perimeter rather than area. Question 15. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a sports league, a learner completes a pattern minus recognition task. Do side lengths 6, 8, and 10 form a right triangle? Option A, no. Option B, only if all sides are doubled. Option C, cannot be determined. Option D, yes. The correct answer is option D, yes. Treat the longest side as the possible hypotenuse. The squares of the 2 shorter sides add to the square of the longest side. This equality is the converse of the Pythagorean theorem. Question 16. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a fitness center, a learner completes a data minus interpretation task. Which quotient is equal to 3/2 divided by 1/3? Option A, 1/2. Option B, 2/9. Option C, 9/2. Option D, 2. The correct answer is option C, 9/2. Division by a fraction is performed by multiplying by its reciprocal. Keep the first fraction unchanged, invert the divisor, and then multiply across. Inverting the first fraction or multiplying without taking a reciprocal changes the operation. Question 17. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a hiking club, a learner completes a misconception check. Round 2.627 to the nearest tenth. Option A, 2.6. Option B, 2.63. Option C, 2.7. Option D, 101. The correct answer is option A, 2.6. Locate the requested place value and inspect the digit immediately to its right. Increase the rounding digit by 1 when the next digit is 5 or greater, otherwise leave it unchanged. Truncating always drops digits and can differ from correct rounding. Question 18. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a coffee shop, a learner completes a multi-step setup task, which value equals 13 plus 20. Option A, -7. Option B, -33. Option C, 101. Option D, 33. The correct answer is option D, 33. When signs match, add absolute values and keep the common sign. When signs differ, subtract magnitudes. The sign follows the number with the greater absolute value in a mixed minus sign sum. Adding magnitudes without considering signs can reverse or inflate the result.
Stressed about your FCLE? We can take FCLE for you remotely and undetected. We always guarantee a pass and payments only after results. To send us an email, scan the code or tap the link in the description and let's get it done.
Question 19. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a city bus route, a learner completes a result minus estimation task. Evaluate 6 plus 3 times 8. Option A, 72. Option B, 26. Option C, 30. Option D, 17. The correct answer is option C, 30. Multiplication is completed before addition when no grouping symbols change the order. Evaluate the product first and then combine it with the remaining term. Adding first treats the expression as though parentheses were present. Question 20. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a theater group, a learner completes a symbolic minus reasoning task. A box contains 14 red markers and 5 blue markers. What is the ratio of red markers to all markers? Option A, 14:5. Option B, 5:19. Option C, 14:19. Option D, 19:14. The correct answer is option C, 14:19. A part minus to minus whole ratio compares the selected category with the total number of objects. Add the category counts to form the whole and keep the requested part first. Comparing red with blue gives a part minus to minus part ratio instead. Question 21. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a campus bookstore, a learner completes a real minus world transfer task. Tarek reads 2032 words in 8 minutes. What is the average reading rate? Option A, 16,256 words per minute. Option B, 254 words per minute. Option C, 0.004 words per minute. Option D, 2024 words per minute. The correct answer is option B, 254 words per minute. Average rate compares the total number of words with the total time. Divide the word count by the minutes so the denominator becomes 1 minute. Multiplying increases the quantity and does not create a unit rate. Question 22. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a small bakery, a learner completes a solution minus validation task. On a map, 3 inches represent 48 miles. How many miles are represented by 9 inches? Option A, 57. Option B, 5.33. Option C, 0.56. Option D, 144. The correct answer is option D, 144. First identify the number of real miles represented by 1 map inch. Multiply that unit scale by the new map distance. Adding map inches to miles mixes units and cannot preserve the scale. Question 23. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a tutoring center, a learner completes a comparison minus of minus methods task. A quantity of 416 increases by 20% and then decreases by 20%. What is the final value? Option A, 399.36. Option B, 416. Option C, 101. Option D, 102. The correct answer is option A, 399.36. Apply each percentage change sequentially to the current value. Multiply by the increase factor first and then by the decrease factor. Simply subtracting the rates assumes both changes use the same base, which they do not. Question 24. Find the simple interest on $800 at 4% annually for 24 months. Option A, $64. Option B, $768. Option C, $32. Option D, $65.28. The correct answer is option A, $64. Convert the time from months to years because the rate is annual. Multiply principal, decimal rate, and the fractional number of years. Using the month count directly overstates the time by a factor of 12. Question 25. In an ACCUPLACER review focused on QAS sample questions at a construction crew, a learner completes a test minus day decision task. Convert 1.2 liters to milliliters. Option A, 0 milliliters. Option B, 120 milliliters. Option C, 1,200 milliliters. Option D, 1,001.2 milliliters. The correct answer is option C, 1,200 milliliters. 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. Multiply by 1000 to convert from the larger metric unit to the smaller one. Multiplying by 100 uses the wrong metric scale.